one of the things that I found out after doing a bit more research on the university in Kent Union is that the Vice-Chancellor is paid 33 times that amount of the lowest paid worker here at Kent. Her average hourly salary, if you work it out, is £153 an hour. Now you compare that to someone on a minimum wage, which is most student staff, it's £5.13 an hour. These are income inequalities that aren't right, and sometimes someone has to make a bit of noise. Without the student staff and good student staff, the Kent Union wouldn't have the funds it needs to be able to put on sports, student media, buy all the equipment that we have, and so on and so forth.
In this KTV News documentary special, not only will I be talking to both parties involved, I will also be talking to the students of UKC to see how they weigh in on the cost of living.
Cocozza praised the union for the benefits it provides staff, which include a free NUS card, its investors in Gold People status and NUS quality mark. However, he believes with the cost of living on the rise and students from more diverse backgrounds coming to university, the union should pay the living wage.
Should Kent Union pay its employees the living wage?
Yes, of course, because obviously there's a whole minimum wage thing, but minimum wage isn't enough to keep you going, especially in this university environment where costs are a bit of a madness sometimes.
I really think that it should, because being a student as well, with the amount of time people put into their work and hours, I'll spend about 12 to 14 hours a day just working on my degree stuff, and when we do get the opportunity to be able to get some paid work, I really think it's important that we get enough money to not only just the living wage, but also to be able to survive us for other costs.
But what is the living wage? The living wage is set by the Living Wage Foundation. Employees volunteer to pay rates set by the foundation to its employees. This is an hourly rate of £7.85, rather than the minimum wage of £6.50.
After we saw the petition, we invited Dave in to ask him if he'd like to come and speak to us about it, and we talked him through the financial implications of introducing the living wage and sort of Kent Union's position. If we were to implement the living wage now for our student staff, it would cost us around, if not more, £110,000 a year, which is money that we don't really have. At the end of the day, Kent Union is a charity, and we are funded by the activities we run, such as the shop and the venue and Woodies. But our main priority with it is to provide activities.
It is no secret that students struggle financially. An investigation by Inquire revealed that the majority of students who took part in their online survey pay more than £500 per month on living expenses. The paper claims that to maintain a student lifestyle after loans run out, students would need to work for 24 hours a week if under 21 years of age.
The University Living Costs report produced by Kent Union in 2014 revealed that 41% of students have a part-time job and 43% of students are supported by family or friends. The report also stated that 57% regularly worry about not having enough money to cover basic living expenses. So I have one more question for you. If there is a student sitting at home right now watching this who thinks, I don't have a voice, I'm in all this mess, what would you say to them?
The world can't change when one person does things. It needs a group of people. And you may feel like you don't have a voice, and I did when I first came to Kent. I was lost. Then I found my voice, and I think you can find yours if you just be active and get motivated. The university is not going to hurt you by doing this. You have a right of freedom of expression here on campus, and politics is something that you should do, not have done to you. So we should stand up for what we feel is right. We should always tackle and question everything. So if you're at home and you want to get involved, just do something. Make a petition, start a campaign of some sort. Excuse me, sorry. Just try. Some people who disagree with you, that's fine. You have to take it on the chin. But there's no harm in just trying to do something.